Peace to the earth of the world. Peace to everybody. Peace to the earth. How y'all doing? Y'all already know the rest. Take care of your kids. Anyway, you know what's so funny? Donald Trump went to Congress, right? He went to Congress to pay the riot that they did in Congress. You think that's fair? I don't think it's fair. Because for anything, they were down with Donald Trump. All the time they were down with him. Donald Trump denied it. So why Donald Trump want to pay them? You know what I'm saying? For all them people that was in Donald Trump's side that went to Congress and wrecked it and killed the guy or two. People got hurt in that riot when they did the riot in Congress. Yeah, and I'm gonna tell you the truth. He wanna pay them and everything, and so, a whole bunch of them, they were Russians that went in there. Yeah, they were Russians. I watched that shit. I watched when they rolled up in Congress. I seen the whole thing. Yeah, I seen basically the whole thing. I seen in Congress. Yeah, bro. They boasted. Yeah. Yep. That's why. That's why I don't know why Donald Trump want to pay them. You know what I'm saying? They needed compensation because of that riot that they did and shit in Congress. This happened in 2001, I think. 2000. No, I'm sorry, not 2001. This happens. It happened a long time ago when they did the riot and Donald Trump was on. Yeah. No, Donald Trump wasn't on. He was running to become president the first time that he was running for president and everything. Yeah. He made a speech and everything, Donald Trump, and he said and he said something to them. And he said, we're going to march right over there, and no matter what happens. Yeah, bro, the motherfuckers, they all marched to Congress protesting, bro, and they broke the gate. They pushed the cops. They went in the fucking inside of Congress. They started taking documents and everything, bro. I remember that shit. And then he want to pay them. Now he's president again, and he want to pay them from tearing up Congress, from going over there and making a big mess in Congress, that people got hurt from Congress and everything, that they were hiding. The people from Congress was hiding, and mostly all of them was Russians. Yeah. They were complaining about their taxes, bro. And they went over there, bro, and they went to the Congress house, and they did a big riot. They broke the gate and everything, and they bust through the door. They went inside of Congress, bro, and they tear that place apart. They were looking for paperwork and all that shit. Yeah, bro. They were complaining, bro. They were complaining about something about taxes. I know that. Donald Trump people went in there and said, look, and then when everything calmed down, Donald Trump said that he had nothing to do with it. Now this is like 5 years ago. When he got down, I mean he was president. This was like 7 years ago that happened. Yeah. And now he wanna like go to Congress. You know what I'm saying? That he signed something to pay them when they did the riot. For all the ones that got hurt and suffered and everything. Get the fuck out of here. Motherfucker, you was down with them. That's how you know that he was helping them. How are you going to pay them knowing that they did a big mess in Congress? Congress is a government building. You're supposed to respect that. You know what I'm saying? And they all went over there and they tear the whole thing up. And they were Democratic, but it doesn't matter if you was Democrat or Republican or whoever. You can't go into a government building and harass everybody and do a search and everything. Like you was the cop, like you was 5-0. Like you could, yeah. They went to Congress, bro. They shot somebody, bro, and everything, bro. They shot a couple of people. They went over there with daggers, knives, and everything, bro. Yeah, they started pushing the police and everything. They were fucking them up. Yeah, I remember that day. Also, Puerto Rico, a long time ago, I think it was 2001, Puerto Rico, they went into Puerto Rico and shit, and they wanted to get the governor out. And when they went to Puerto Rico, I think it was in 2001, 2002, I'm not really sure, but I know they went to Puerto Rico because the government over there was stealing the money. They say he was stealing the money. Some shit happened with the money. In Puerto Rico, everybody in Puerto Rico, the whole fucking state, they got him out of there, bro. Yep, and then people from Puerto Rico that lived in the United States, they all went down there, bro. It was all for the whole state was full of all Puerto Ricans, bro. And then they kicked him out. He had to take a helicopter, bro. They wanted to strangle him. Yeah, but by accident, one of them burned the American flag, and the other Puerto Rican guy was saying, "Don't do that, don't do that," and then she shut off the fire, though. Yeah, they tried to burn. He tried to burn it. He didn't know who he was fighting with. He tried to burn the American flag, and the other Puerto Rican guy said, "No, no, no," and the guy turned it off and shit. And so I didn't know. Yeah, he said it in Spanish, and yo, they wanted to kill that fucking governor, bro. He took I think a couple of million or 1 point something. He took a lot of money from Puerto Rico, and all the Puerto Ricans went over there, bro. From the United States, a whole bunch of them, bro, went over there, and also the people from Puerto Rico, they all got together, bro. He had to leave, bro. He left in a helicopter out of there, bro. He had to get on the boat and sneak out of there because he couldn't come out. They were going to strangle him. The people from the United States was telling him, well, you got to find a way to get out of there because we can't go get you. They told him, we can't go get you. Yeah, and that's what happened in Puerto Rico in 2001 when the governor was running over there. Now they got this crazy governor. I don't know if she's doing right or wrong because I don't live over there. I live in the United States, bro, and shit, but I tell you, bro, you know what I'm saying? That governor, I don't know, they talk shit about her, but why they don't get rid of her, I don't know why. She working for the president, she with Donald Trump, and I think Donald Trump don't like Puerto Ricans. He said it plain, straight blank. He said, he don't like yeah, bro, I don't know, he don't like us. We probably did something to him a long time ago. He don't like us. You know what I'm saying? But forgive and forget, but I know he I know he don't like Puerto Rico that much. But it's all good, It is what it is, bro. But I tell you, bro, like, yeah, that governor, I don't know. She gotta go. I think she gotta go. She's not helping. And they talking about that they need water. The whole island is full of water. I think the water is run by filter over there. The ocean water. I think I'm not really sure. Talking about they need water and all this shit. Bullshit, bro. We need people to get off the beach. Let the beach to be free for everybody. Nobody owns nothing. You know what I'm saying? And all this shit. And, it needs a little Puerto Rico need fixing. It need a little bit of fixing, a little bit of maintenance, and see the rich, the middle class, and the poor that lives out there could live comfortable. For things to go right in Puerto Rico. You know what I'm saying? That's all I can say, bro. I can't say nothing else. Look at my flag, bro. I got the American and I had this since I was a young kid. I had this for a long time. But anyway, I just wanted to let you know a little bit about that payment that they wanted to give to the people that did the riot in 2001 or 2002. Donald Trump crazy. See, he guilty right there. And everything he says that he's guilty, that he has something to do with the fight, because he's trying to pay all of them off. That's so busy. You see, I'm twisted today. I smoked a little bit of weed. Watching the Flintstones. You know what I mean? Well, I had a good one. Y'all take care of yourself. I just wanted to share that with you. And that war with Iran and the United States and all this bullshit, do what you feel. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't know what y'all up to. You have to do what you feel. Want to make peace treaty? You make peace treaty. You want to Donald Trump and whatever your name is, Latin. You do what you want. Throw the nuclear bomb away. Throw a couple of missiles away. Do what you want, bro. I really don't care, bro. All I say, I ask for peace all around the world. But you do what you want, bro. The faster you throw the nuclear bomb, the faster everybody gonna be better off, because it's just a lot of suffering, a lot of struggle for everybody. We just everybody, mostly all over the United States and all over the place, gotta suffer. And we struggling already to trying to survive, and then y'all motherfuckers out there wanna have war with each other. Cause I don't know, a religion war, whatever the fuck it is, I think it's a whole bunch of nonsense. You should just leave it alone and forget about everything, bro. And try to make war peace if y'all could. That toughness and all this thing, you know what I'm saying, it's just making things worse for the comedy, for everybody. You say it's getting better, but things are getting worse. You say it takes time for it to get better. But how it's gonna take time to get better? Because or we can't find money to eat, to buy food, and buy things that we need. You know what I'm saying? How things are better, and we can find a place to live, like pay rent. And all this thing, how things are getting better, or it's getting impossible for people to live. Answer me that. Or it's getting impossible for people to live. How is getting better? It's not going to get better. Y'all guys out there selling coins and all this thing with Donald Trump and all that. You can be the richest man in the world, bro. I really don't care. But a lot of people are suffering, bro. And they're struggling in the United States of America. And that's Puerto Ricans, white Americans, black Americans are suffering a lot from the United States of America. You know what I'm saying? Even people from Hawaii, Virgin Islands, even some of the people that's part of the United States of America that are from other countries, they're struggling. And then you with this war shit and all that shit don't make things better. With this inflation, we got to lower down prices. We need rent control, food control, and water free for everybody. Everybody could drink water for free. We need water control, but we need that water to be clean for everybody to drink free in the United States of America. That's how I believe. I wish I was president, bro. I try to come up with some good ideas for the United States, bro, and forget about it, bro. At least it won't be the best, but at least we, like people could survive and people could eat and people could drink water. People could have places to live and take care of themselves and everything. The way the future's going, man, I'm sorry, man. I never was asked to be here, bro. I never asked God to be here. I never asked my mother, my father, man. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know what's gonna happen. When I go to heaven and He sends me to hell, and I just go. I deal with the consequences. I don't know if He's gonna say no. I'll probably be kissing His feet. Like, please let me in, please, man. I'm just joking. Anyway, I see you later, one. I see you later, crocodile. One love for you, Doc. I love you for life. And I'm sorry that I'm talking shit today. Especially, I just wanted you to know something, for you to think about something that happened. Know a little bit of your history. Yeah, make sure you get something to eat and something to drink. If you don't have none, ask somebody. Somebody might give you some money. You know what I'm saying? They might give you some food or water. Or they might give you a job. At least for a couple of days. You're good. You got money for a couple of days. Yeah. Well, the most they can tell you is no when you ask around. I got to start asking around. But they always tell me no when I ask around. I get mad. I swear to God, I get mad, bro. I get fucking pissed off, bro. Well, peace to the earth and the world, peace to everybody, and peace to earth. One love. Alright? I see you later, alligator one. See you later, Doc. One love for you, crocodile. Love y'all for life, man. Peace out, bro. Have a good one. Real talk.